We all face these moments in life, right? These crossroads that really define who we are. Today, we're going to dive into a legendary story that perfectly frames this choice and explore some timeless wisdom that can help guide us through it.
I mean, this is it, isn't it? The core dilemma. We face it all the time, maybe every single day. Do you take the path of least resistance, the one that's comfortable and easy? Or do you choose the harder path, the one that really challenges you to be better? This exact question is what we're all about today.
So to really get this, let's travel back in time. We're heading to a quiet crossroads in ancient Greece, where a young hero was about to make a choice that would change everything. So picture this. Before he was Hercules, the famous hero with the 12 labors, he was just a young guy, standing alone, totally uncertain about his future. This isn't a story about some untouchable god. It's about a person, just like us, facing a huge moment of indecision.
And you might think, oh, it's just an old myth. But no way. This idea, this single choice, has captivated people for centuries. Socrates talked about it. Renaissance artists were obsessed with painting it. Bach even wrote a whole cantata about it. And get this, John Adams wanted to make it the Great Seal of the United States. Clearly, this is a choice that matters.
So as Hercules stands at this crossroads, two figures appear. The first one offers him a life of total ease, pure pleasure, no struggle, no pain, everything he could ever want handed to him. But the other figure, dressed simply in white, offers something completely different. A path of hard work, of sacrifice, and of challenge, but a path that would forge him into the person he was truly meant to be. And Hercules, he chose. He turned his back on the easy life and took the path of virtue. But hold on a second, what does that word virtue even mean? Let's be honest, it can sound a little old-fashioned, right?
See, he wasn't just choosing to be good in some stuffy, boring way. He was choosing a specific goal, an ancient ideal for what a human being could truly become.
The Greeks had a word for it, arete, and it basically translates to excellence. But we're not just talking about being good at one thing. This is about the whole shebang, complete, well-rounded excellence, striving to be your best morally, physically, and mentally. That was the real prize Hercules was going after.
Okay, so if arete, excellence, is the goal, how in the world do you get there? Well, this isn't just a nice story. It actually comes with a practical toolkit, a framework for building that excellence in your own life.
And what's really cool is that the secret is right there in the name, Cardinal. It comes from the Latin word cardo, which means hinge. I mean, think about that for a second. These virtues are the literal hinges that the door to a good life swings open on. They're not just nice ideas, they are absolutely pivotal. A really good way to think about it is like a compass for your character. On a real compass, you've got north, south, east, and west. Well, these four virtues do the same thing. They help you find your bearings and point you towards what's true.
And here they are, the 4 points on that moral compass. Courage, temperance, which is really about self-control, justice, and wisdom. For thousands of years, these 4 ideals have been seen as the absolute foundation of a good character.
Let's just quickly unpack these. Courage is way more than just being brave. It's having the fortitude to endure and the honor to do the right thing. Temperance is all about self-control, moderation, and finding that balance in life. Justice is about fairness, service, and how we treat each other. And wisdom? Well, that's the one that guides all the others. It's about knowing the truth and having the self-awareness to apply it.
And look, this framework isn't just for some elite group of heroes or saints. It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, whether you think you're strong or weak. This pursuit of virtue is a universal thing. It is accessible to every single one of us.
But here's the crucial point. You can't just pick one. They're a package deal, totally inseparable. Think about it. What good is courage if it isn't used for a just cause? It's just recklessness. They all have to work together in balance to build a truly excellent character.
And this brings us to the final and maybe the most empowering idea of them all. Virtue isn't some magical trait you're either born with or you're not. Nope, it's a skill. It's a craft that you can learn.
The philosopher Aristotle absolutely nailed this. He said we become just by doing just things, brave by doing brave things. It's so simple when you think about it, right? You don't become a master carpenter by reading a book, you become one by actually building things. It's the exact same with our character. Virtue is something you do.
And this is how it all comes full circle. That choice Hercules made, it wasn't a one-time thing. That crossroads shows up in our lives every single day, in big ways and small.
The first step is just to recognize it, the choice between what's easy and what's right. The second is to choose. And the third, the most important, is to build that choice into who you are through your actions, day after day.
So, in the end, the question isn't what some mythical hero did thousands of years ago. The real question is for you, right now, in the choices you're facing today. Are you going to take the easy way or the right way? Which path will you choose?